are new parents, and some equipped with more experience, I can confidently say that as long as you love with all your heart, follow your instinct, and put your child before everything else, we can overcome any challenge. Though Zirak here needs no introduction, I would like to take the opportunity to say that I feel specially blessed to be his wife. He has played each role in life with honesty, humility, commitment, love, and humor. Son, husband, father, psychiatrist, friend, mentor. Today we are here to celebrate Zirak, the author. We do hope you enjoy the book. And thank you all for being here, not just today, but in our lives. Thank you.
This is scarier than I thought. It's easier to sometimes talk to unknown people and unknown faces or parents when I'm giving a workshop, but each one in this room is a known face. So completely stressed. But as is customary, we're going to just start with an excerpt of the book. The reason being is once we've done an excerpt and read it, you'll understand the premise and where this book has been, where the inspiration comes from. Yeah. So just to start with a quote, do not go where the path may lead, go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. I now would like Aishwarya to read a few excerpts and then I will give it to Mrs. Villa.
The 6th of June 2011. Dear Diary, I have just come into class 10 of school and I'm freaking out. There is crazy pressure on me to perform and get high marks. My classmates feel that I could top the school and my parents have drilled it into me that I need to score 90% and above. My tuition teachers keep saying that I should not let them down, and this is driving me nuts. I hate to study now. I feel like telling everybody to just back off. I don't like being compared to other kids or my cousins, but my mum and teacher keep doing it. Then they say that they're not comparing, they're just trying to motivate me by showing me examples of other children and their achievements. They say I should learn from them and study for many hours, just like they do. I hate being called a nerd in my class. I also wish I could start wearing contact lenses. Cannot stand my thick glasses. They make me look so ugly. Aisha in class called me Ugg today. Guess she meant ugly. So upsetting, as I really wanted to be her friend and in their group. They call themselves cool and the gang. Would love to go out with them. They all have boyfriends from other schools and go out to parties. Aisha has had 4 boyfriends already. She said she has also done it with her last boyfriend. I'm sure she has, as she looks real hot and thin. I'm so nervous about this year. Hope I can make more friends too. Miss my best friend. Wish she didn't have to leave our school and go to London. Feel so lonely without her. Anyway, have to study again. 28th of June 2011. Just can't study or focus anymore. Feel totally bored and tired all the time. I am so fed up that I could cry. No one really talks to me in class anymore unless it is study related or if they need to borrow my notes. What should I do? I'm so tired of watching TV shows or playing games on my iPad. Aisha is still being a bitch. And now the other girls have joined in. They have started calling me the strange one. Really don't give a shit, but it hurts sometimes. Anyway, signing off to log into Facebook. 8th of July 2011. I met someone on Facebook. He's from my college, he said, and we chat every day. He is super cute looking, and we speak or message daily. My life has changed. He asks me many questions about myself and seems interested in my life. He's so helpful and advises me maturely on how to deal with the cool gang. He told me to hear this song called Cherish. and asked me to find out who sang it. Guess what? It's by a group called Cool and the Gang. It's such a beautiful song. Heard it 20 times over last night. Let's take a walk together near the ocean shore, hand in hand, you and I, let's cherish every moment we've been given. The time is passing by. The 1st of August 2011. Cheyenne asked me to date him. Cheyenne or Shane? Cheyenne. Cheyenne asked me to date him. I am so excited and in love, I think. I just can't believe all this is happening so fast. I can't stop thinking of him, but I'm very nervous. My mom and dad will kill me if they find out, especially since it's my final year. I have stored his number on my cell phone as Cheyenne now, so they think it's a girl. How will I meet Cheyenne and where? He said he doesn't mind coming home when my parents are not there, or we could meet in my building compound. I really hope they don't find out. I told my friend Natasha about him in class today. I think she told Aisha too by the end of the day. That song keeps playing in my head. He is so romantic. His messages are so loving and caring. I wonder how it will feel to meet him for the first time. He is damn good looking and he excites me. I wish Aisha could see us together. She would get shocked and die of jealousy as he's so cute. I wonder if he would want to kiss me or not. I'm so happy. Oh, by the way, I failed in my geography test for the first time ever. My teacher was shocked, and so were my friends. Haven't told my parents, they would just kill me. The 30th of August 2011. Met him for the third time now. He comes on his bike all the way from the suburbs to meet me. Today we went on my building terrace. I told my parents that I was going down to meet Natasha as she had to drop some notes off. He gave me this idea. He said that he loved me for the 100th time and asked if he could kiss me. He said that the best and most private place to make out was on a terrace. He said that he and his previous girlfriend used to do it on her terrace all the time. She was such a bitch. She dumped him and started dating his really close friend. Cheyenne said that she broke his heart, but after meeting me, he doesn't think about her at all. He smelled really good. Cologne mixed with all the smell of smoke. He asked if I had ever kissed anyone before. He was gentle. You want the details? I'll just skip a bit of the graphic details. But all my friends have apparently done it, so I was not that worried then. Skip, skip, skip. Skip, skip, skip. So then I got worried and wanted to leave. I love him very much and can't think of anyone else or anything else. Cherish the love we have. We should cherish the life we live. Cherish the love we have for as long as we both shall live. Cherish the love, cherish the life. That's our song for now. The 14th of September.
September 2011. My parents feel something is going on. I think they suspect me.
Don't get me. No one understands me. Aisha's parents have now divorced and her mom is relocating to Australia. I will lose my best friend again. My parents dragged me to a shrink last week who diagnosed me with bulimia and started me on some medications which I spat out yet again. I did not speak to him. I cannot speak to him as I cannot connect, and he stared at me weirdly. I'm not retarded like they think. I cannot focus or think anymore in class. My mind seems foggy. I cannot remember anything. I go blank. I can't stop thinking of him. I finally FaceTime him on my iPhone without my top. He wanted to see me. He said, I love you, after a very, very long time. Kind of made me feel good. 15th December 2011. I can't stop shaking. Mom and dad are out for the weekend. Mom is receiving a lifetime award for her work in Delhi. There is blood everywhere. Don't know how to make it stop. Can't tell anyone. I am so embarrassed. I think I passed out on the terrace, but I cannot remember. Why did he leave me like this? Where is he? I can't find him. Why like that? Oh God, what have I done? I'm too ashamed to carry on like this. How can I live like this? What do I tell them? How can I explain? How will they believe me or ever trust me again? I'm so very sorry. Please forgive me. I love you, Shayan. I always have. Mom, Dad, none of this is your fault. I have let all of you down. Love always, Sherry. Sherry was 16 years old. She was hospitalized for attempted suicide. She had lost over 13 kilos of her body weight. Her blood samples showed imbalances in her blood sugar levels, hemoglobin, liver, kidney, and cardiac functions. Her vitamin B12 and D3 levels were deficient. She had high levels of marijuana, which is cannabis, in her urine samples. Multiple gashes cut by a blade on her groin region, which clearly were visible. Her menstrual periods had not appeared for over 2 months. Her jaw had been dislocated from hard multiple blows or slaps. She had been raped. Shayan was nowhere to be traced or found. His phone number no more existed. The cybercrime police are still working on the case. Sherry could never go back to school or complete class 10. She was a straight honor student in a school over the last 4 years, but now she may have to consider homeschooling. She has many wounds that need healing. She visits her psychiatrist every week and is on multiple medications to get back her mental balance. She now has been allowed to wear contact lenses. She's still very beautiful, intelligent, and sensitive and mature. She still writes in her diary. The world is always changing, nothing stays the same, but in love will stand the test of time. The next life that we live in remains to be seen. Will you be my side in time? Cherish the love we have. We should cherish the life we live. Cherish the love we have for as long as we both shall live. Thank you. This book would not have been possible if it were not for the trust, faith, and belief in hundreds of such families and cases that I see every day. This book is not meant to preach or be a typical parenting book with do's and don'ts. It's basically to create insight. Yes, it is a bit hard hitting. Yes, there are chapters which can seem depressing and dark. But unfortunately, this is the reality. Like the case we read out today, I was just telling both of them, I see a case like this every month. Every month, there are issues like this. Every month, there is a mental illness or an emotional imbalance or a problem that surfaces with children. In children and adolescents today are on a rise. They say that suicide is the third leading cause of death among young adults worldwide. According to the WHO, at least 1 million people die from suicide, and 20 times more people attempt it every single year, especially in our country. They say that's 40% more in our country in India today. One death every 40 seconds and one attempt every 3 seconds in children. Years back when I started practice, depression, anxiety, suicide attempts never seemed to exist with children. Like I said, now a case every single week. Studies have also reported a prevalence of depression and anxiety to be approximately 8%. Imagine, 8 to 10% of all children today have either anxiety, depression, or a psychiatric or psychological problem today. What we still don't know is that mental health concerns is like having any medical condition, whether it's asthma or diabetes. It's just that it's unseen, it's hidden. People remain silent. One doesn't realize that more awareness naturally leads to early detection. Early detection and early intervention leads to a better prognosis and naturally better treatment outcomes. Yet, because of stigma, bias, myths, individuals and families keep silent. As you will read in this book, the first introduction starts with my own life. For years, I think for 3 years in school, I was extremely, terribly ragged and bullied. And I think those were the darkest moments of my life. And I have two people to thank for that, actually, through college, because my whole perspective eventually changed, and I think I regained trust in people again. Thank you, Ash. Thank you, Dennis. And so basically, This book is, like I said, not a typical parenting book. Thank you all for being here. And thank you, Mom and Dad and Shan. I am here today because of you guys. And to my wife and two beautiful children who keep inspiring me to be a better human being. And I want to end with this beautiful quote by Carl Jung. As far as we can discern, the sole purpose of human existence is to kindle a light in the darkness of mere being. Hope this book reaches out to hundreds of more parents. Hope it brings about more introspection and insight into mindful parenting. There's only two magical things of being or having unconditional love, as love itself is the absence of judgment. Thank you.
It's lovely to be here actually, and especially for such a lovely occasion. I've known Zirak for I think 7-8 years now, 8 years, and it's been a wonderful journey with him. We started working together, and I think now we've become good friends. So we work and we're friends, and it's a lot of fun working with him. There's never a dull moment, and I think my team here will also agree with that. Zirak always keeps us in splits. And I think we all need that with the kind of work that we are doing, the kind of work that he is doing. He really needs to keep that sense of humor going. So it's really wonderful to work with him. Thanks, Zirak. It's been really wonderful. And as you all know, I mean, he's just so passionate and so committed to children and to this cause that is really infectious. I think he really feels the pain of the children, because even when he relates the stories to us, you can feel the pain that he feels, and he really wants to reach out and help each and every child. And sometimes we have to tell him, very often even Pia is telling him that it's not possible to help everyone out there. I have to unfortunately tell him the same thing sometimes, that we cannot unfortunately help everyone. But if Zirak had his way, he'd probably be helping each and every child that comes along and reaches out to him. So I think that's a great quality to have. The book, of course, I think is a natural culmination of all that Zirak has been doing all these years, and a start to many more. I hope, Zirak, this is just the first of many more to come. I know it's taken a lot out of him to put this together, but I think it's a great, great book. I think it's like a new age Bible. I think all of us, grapple with issues with our kids, our tweens, our adolescents. And I think this gives us very good insight into everyday issues. It goes into the whys and the hows of things. Why is a particular situation happening? Why is your child feeling so and so? And how to deal with it. Very often we don't know how to deal with situations. So I think this book really delves into solutions, and it's very simple and very easy to read. So I think it should really help a lot of parents out there, a lot of children also. I think it's really covered a whole myriad topics. So I think it'll be very interesting also to read. Like Zirak was saying, mental health is such an invisible epidemic that's really hitting our community. So in that sense, this book has really come at the right time. Like the stats that Zirak mentioned, it's really, it's just horrible to really hear the stories and to know the kind of numbers. I'm sure we all know somebody who's suffering from a mental condition, little more, little less. But all of us in our lives have somebody we know, a friend, a neighbor, a cousin, a relative. So it's really become rampant. It's really out there. Why is it there? I think is a question that we all have in our minds, but I don't think we all have answers to that. The fact of the matter is that it's there, and we really need to deal with it. We really need to tackle it. So I think the answer is to really seek help and not to feel the stigma of it. Very often I think we as parents, or even as adults, hold ourselves guilty for feeling anxious or feeling a little depressed. What we don't realize is that it's just like having diabetes, really. It's like just a chemical imbalance. A lot of the times, we don't even realize that we're feeling under the weather or not feeling good. We just think we're feeling under the weather, rather. There could be much more to it. So I think it's good to seek help and to reach out. I think the worst thing is to feel lonely. I think the worst illness is the feeling of being lonely. And I think the best cure is love. So I think the message should be that we all need to reach out to people, be compassionate. Let's turn the me into we. Let's turn the I into us. Let's build a community where there is a lot of love, a lot of compassion. Let's reach out to everyone out there. You just never know whom you're going to be helping and whose life you're going to be changing. Even if it's just one person, I think it's just.
Wow, Nitra, you have waxed eloquently. I'm not quite sure I can better that. And even Zirak here has obviously already shared his thoughts, where it comes from a place of information, education, and experience. And today we have the pleasure of releasing a book and sharing excerpts from it, what has taken Zirak a lifetime's dream to put together. Being as close to him as I have been, and I've had the pleasure of calling him my bestie throughout my life, I know what it has meant to him to share his experiences, share his thoughts, share his concern, his compassion with all of you and more out there through this book. Penning this has meant the world to him, not just to have it in his repertoire that he has authored a book, but because the subject itself is so dear to him and so close to his heart. During his med school years, and we have a huge gang out there of med school friends, all who have excelled to become docs in various specializations, deep down inside, even though there may have been a phase of confusion as to which vocation he should specialize in, I remember us having that talk and how we believed that this should be his chosen field because he's such a natural at it. He has always been. He is not my shrink, by the way. Listen, here. In fact, we tease and he always calls me his, but I think that's what friendship is. And that's what communication is. And I think that's what all of this really boils down to. Love being the cure, the balm, the absolute healing factor, the most treasured experience and emotion we all can cherish throughout this lifetime. But communication, connecting, sharing, I think that is something that we need to give a larger voice to, because that's what we as a community need to keep doing, albeit he does it so naturally and so wonderfully as his chosen professional field. The single most amazing quality about him as an individual is it's innate. It comes naturally to him. It is who he is. And communicating with him becomes really, really easy. And I see so many nodding along in this room because as friends, that's what you, and family, that's what you get to experience with him. And I'm so glad that this is what he has chosen to do professionally and share that innate blessing in a quality that he has professionally with the community out there. I'd just differ slightly to what you said, Zirak, when you said the statistics have grown since the time you began practice. I think another way of looking at it is the awareness is being communicated since your practice, because I think the stats always existed, maybe scarily more even at this point by the minute. But the positive that's coming out of the kind of work that you do, the kind of work you're doing together now through Empower, by doing books, by writing books like this, and choosing opportunities to enhance communication and connection, is the statistics are coming to the fore. The awareness is increasing, and that means people are reaching out. So statistics, as scary as they are, another way of looking at it is people are coming forth, communicating what they're dealing with, and reaching out, and that means this can be addressed. So in your vocation, I would not know whether to look at the growing statistics as alarming or as a possible positive thing, because that means more and more people are reaching out, are opening up, are daring to share, And you're there to be able to address it, to guide them, to share with them. And the other plus that you have is not only are you a child psychiatrist, but you are an adult one as well. So you do know both perspectives, and you can guide not an individual, but a family or a group of people or a couple in a relationship or a family if needs be, or a mindset in socially. And that's a blessing to have. And I'm glad you are looking at more and more avenues to exercise this blessing and to have the voice reach farther and farther in terms of broadening the horizon. So, to all of us out here, I think we would just like to applaud your commitment, to tell you that we love you immensely. We love having you in our life, in whatever roles we all do. And thank you for spreading the love. Keep the faith. No reason for nerves. Celebrate this effort because you deserve to. He's as human as everyone else he advises. He was so nervous about today because he just wanted to get it all right and dot all his I's and cross all his T's. I think he's done an exemplary job of it. We'll have the opportunity to share this with you, and God bless you, Siraj. We love you.
Stay tuned to Bollywood Bubble for all the latest updates.